Thingy Gamer here, and it's been a while since I made a Hollow Zero video, so might as well just do it because, well, in a couple of days, which is August 5th, where I'm at, a new game mode is about to appear, and it's going to be replacing Hollow Zero. So might as well just upload this Hollow Zero video as basically kind of like a final send-off to Hollow Zero, because now our new weeklies are not going to be tied to Hollow Zero anymore. It's going to be tied to the new game mode that's going to be releasing this week. So yeah, well, anyways, for this occasion I'm going to be showcasing Remiel. Yep, just like with Shengguang when I did the Bill Comes Due on Ether Activity 12, I am going to be doing another Ether Activity 12 run on Hollow Zero, just to showcase how broken Remiel is. And of course, as well, I don't have the Remiel showcase video ready yet, so I am basically just uploading kind of like a filler video. It's not really a filler video because it is still hard content. Hollow Zero Ether Activity 12 is really hard. It's one of the hardest challenges that you can do in this game, so it's not really filler because I am still doing hard content, but you get what I mean. The video's not ready yet, the Remiel showcase video, so I might as well just upload at least something this week to keep you guys over. So yeah, well, anyways, without any further ado, since the last two Hollow Zero videos were successful, like the Jane cleanup video and as well as the Bill Comes Due on Ether Activity 12, I'm just gonna be doing another Hollow Zero run. So without any further ado, let's just do it. So for the first Hollow Zero run, I am just going to be going for Lost Void, and for this periodic Hollow Zero, it's going to be Harmony Above All. So for Harmony Above All, you just basically get Set Resonium, and as well as it has a special feature for this periodic Hollow Zero. So for this periodic Hollow Zero, it's extremely different because not only on floors 2 and 3 you get exclusive Resonium, but this periodic Hollow Zero encourages you to not battle. So the more you not battle, the more you get buffs. So for patchwork defenses, agents take less damage. For a trace of an old friend, you get 200 gear coins for every non-combatant area you go to. And for electrotastic phenomenon, your crit rate gets increased by 2%. Electrotastic phenomenon is not going to be useful for us because we are running a Remiel team, so it's not going to be as good unless you're running Jane Doe, of course, since Jane Doe is a crit anomaly DPS. And same thing with Miyabi. Miyabi is also a crit anomaly DPS, so it only works for crit anomaly DPSs. But for the team I'm going to be running for this Hollow Zero, I am not going to be running a crit anomaly DPS. So yeah, well, anyways, without further ado, let's just do Ether Activity 12. Ether Activity 12 is honestly one of the hardest things that you can do in the game. It's because of two buffs that you have to deal with. One, you have a 3-minute 30-second time limit on each boss node. So this means that you have to complete it as fast as possible while also dealing as much damage as possible, because not only are all enemies enhanced in all aspects, but you continuously take damage because you keep accumulating miasma contamination. And also, enemies gain shield, enemies gain miasmic shield, so you have to take those out first before you're able to actually do damage to the enemy. And also, all the bosses just gain so much benefits to the point where they're literally just tanky bosses and they just have billions of HP. So yeah. Well, anyways, since I am going to be running Remiel, we're going to be doing a Ether Activity 12 on this. I am going to be running the best Remiel team, which is going to be Promia, Valina, Remiel. So that's the team I'm going to be doing. The only bad part about this Ether Activity, or I guess in this case it's going to be the team for the most part. The only bad part about this team is that there is no heals. So this means that I cannot get hit, or at least try to take as minimal hits as possible. That way my agents don't die, because the only way that I'm pretty sure that we could heal ourselves is literally at the end of each floor. So yeah, that's the only way we can heal ourselves. But I'm going to be bringing this team, the premium Remiel team. This is one of Remiel's best teams, so I'm just going to be running that. As for the main build of choice, I'm going to be going with Ultra Jake for energy, because it's going to be very important for us to spam as much EXs as possible, especially with Promia, because Promia gets Vital View if you time your cape throws correctly. So that is the reason why I'm going to be running Ultra Jake. just for the energy. Same thing with Valina. Valina wants to just throw tornadoes every now and then, so that's the reason why I also have Ultra Jake. So yeah. As for auxiliary agent, we're gonna be going with Vivian, because Vivian is able to give us a lot of AP, and it's gonna be perfect for all of our anomaly agents. So that's what we're gonna be running. I could run Bernice, but we are running a Vortex team. Bernice is mainly tailored towards disorder. But for Vivian's auxiliary, it's tailored towards just anomaly in general. So that is what I'm going to be running for this team. So yeah. As for the equips, I am going to be going for a Remiel equip, because Remiel does the most damage out of all of my characters besides Promia. Once we get the Remiel equip, I'm going to be going for the I am going to be going for the Promia equip as soon as I am able to build up Remiel. Well, any further ado, let's just do this. Let's try to beat this with Ether Activity 12. Hopefully, it could be done. Maybe. I'm pretty sure Remiel's broken enough to get this done, just like Yeshengguang. So I think I have all the confidence in the world. Anyways, I'm going to be unlocking this. And there we go. We do have a couple of equips here. For Remy, mostly all of the Remy equips are really, really good. Like this one right here, Petals in Silver, where your basic attacks do not consume her stored Void Flare. So you are able to just spam Luminize pretty freely with Remiel. Also, this one's pretty good too. This just increases the damage multiplier of Attribute Anomaly, so that's pretty nice. So yeah. But I am probably just gonna be going with the because well, this equip is pretty good because if we do have the alpha path, we get 5 energy back, and the anomaly buildup res is 15%, and for the beta path we get a 35% increase of Luminize damage and 25% ignore all attribute res. I'm pretty sure we might do Whirlwind Judgment, because Whirlwind Judgment is able to give us Corrosive Chill, which allows us to do more Bloom damage. And our main damage dealer is probably going to be Promia. But at the same time, I think Remiel might do more damage. But as everyone already knows who plays Remiel, Remiel stays off field most of the time for your games anyway. So yeah, I am going to be going with the Promia one first, just to get this out of the way. Anyways, we're going to be going to the Elusive Researcher. And then let's see what we have here. I guess we could go with the General Resonium. That should be the easiest one to get. So yeah, let's just do that. And let's see what we have right here. So we have a couple of non-combat nodes. So I guess we could go to the left path. So let's just go there first. Alrighty. I am gonna be having the fan on at the background because it is really hot in my room. So yeah, don't mind if you do hear wind noises in the background. I just have the fan on because it's just so hot. So yeah. Well, anyways, the first thing we have is a Mysterious Voice. This just gives us Z merits, but there is a chance we get an auxiliary gear. Do we get an auxiliary gear? No, we don't. Yeah, it's pretty random what we usually get, but mainly we want to go for non-combat. We have to go for non-combat nodes because for each non-combat node we just get buffs for it. And besides, we could get the encounter with the Vulture. The Vulture gives us a lot of non-combat Resonium if we are able to, of course, encounter him. Anyways, we have the Astra fan. Let's just choose Stars of Lyra because that is a Astra thing. So yeah, there we go. All the quizzes are pretty good. They give some pretty good gear coins. So it's pretty nice, and we do have a shop coming up, so we might be able to get some Anomaly Resonium. Let's see if we are able to get that. Support. Okay, we have one, so we'll just take that, and then we'll just leave. Yep. Yeah, the only sad part is that we don't have a lot of gear coins. This is one of those periodic Hollow Zeros where there has no gear coins at all. So you're just gonna have to rely on your Resonium just to get gear coins. Anyways, we have Unknown Healer right here. Pretty nice. So let's take the Resonium. Let's see what it is. It is support. Yep, we'll just take the support one. Support one's pretty good. I guess the bad part now is that we don't have Resonium for Vivian. So we are going into this with literally only 2 buffs. Yeah, I think we might be kind of screwed. Anyways, let's see how bad this is. Alright. So we do have this enemy to deal with. So, yeah. Well, let's see how good Remiel is on Hollow Zero. Alright. So, first thing we have to do is to time our EXs correctly. So there we go. We got the Vital View. Nice. and we just are able to just do more bloom damage. 400k on ETH Activity 12. That's not bad damage, actually. All right. I think we are close to getting rid of the first shield. So so far so good when it comes to Remiel. Yeah, Remiel's damage output is actually pretty crazy. Anyways, we're gonna be swapping to Remiel as soon as we're able to get the Vortex, because we need to get the Vortex as fast as we can right there. So there we go. Now we switch into Remiel and then just let her do her thing. Alright, let's do that. We'll hold the basic attack. And then let's do an EX right here. And then let's do a Vivian. Just to get the buff out of the way for our auxiliary. And then we hold EX right here and just swap back. And then we just do ult. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're good to go. We literally only have 2 minutes left and the boss is only at half health. Yeah, that's how broken Remiel is. It's just pretty good that we are able to get this. Alright, we are forced to do the Jester's desperation phase. So let's see. There we go. We got the parry. Nice. And then we'll just repeat the process. So let's just hold the EX right here. Get the Vortex out. There you go. Let's do ult. And we should be able to swap back to Promia. Nice, nice, nice. Yep. Yeah, this is just really easy. Compared to the Bill Comes Due, this is also, I guess this is probably just one of the easier this is probably one of the easier Hollow Zeros to clear with ETH Activity 12. I mean, it is kind of basically just a basic Hollow Zero. You're just not allowed to do a combat Resodium, so yeah. Anyways, we're gonna be using a Fold Wing Permeage for the additional instance of attribute anomalies, so we are just gonna be choosing that. That's a pretty good kind of DPS one, so yeah. Anyways, we are getting lucky here. We got another anomaly Resodium. Pretty good for the most part. Yeah, I would say that this is going to be an easy Hollow Zero run, actually. I mean, you did see there that I did actually put it at ETH Activity 12. So, it's just really weird that this is gonna be pretty easy. I think it's just mostly because Remiel is just broken. So yeah, well, I guess now if you're in the fence of whether to pull for Remiel, well, this video is proof that Remiel is just broken, because we literally, all we had there was just one anomaly Resonium and one support Resonium, and that's it. And then Remiel just basically just carried the whole well, playthrough. Anyways, we got a Promia Resonium, pretty good. And well, here we go. We have our first, since we are at floor 2, we get additional Resonium, which is pretty good. So let's see what we get here. I think we get 3 of these. Yeah, so for every non-combat, we get less damage. So basically, we just can't die now. We have 200 gear coins and crit rate. Crit rate, again, as I said before, is useless. So yeah. Anyways, we are going to be choosing this, because every time we enter a execution shrouded in shadow, if you guys don't know what that is when you trigger vital view with your EX, that is the shrouded in shadow. So yeah, we get a disorder increase and an attribute anomaly damage increase, so we're just gonna be taking that instead. Anyways, we're gonna see what route we have to take. The path that should get us the most out of our buffs should be the left path, so let's just take that. The only problem for encounter nodes is that you just don't get a lot in return. It's mainly either you just get the gear coin one, the vulture, or I'm pretty sure just a random anonymous voice. So let's see what we get. Anonymous voice, yep, our mysterious voice. Let's see, do we get the Resonium? Resonium, please. Z-Merits is fine, but I'd much rather get the Resonium. Nope, we didn't get the Resonium. By the way, as I said before, the max Z merits you can get on Hollow Zero is 1,000. I'm pretty sure 1,050, or is it 1,000? I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around there. But since I did hit the 150 on that, this mysterious voice won't basically give us anything. It'll give us nothing, because we already maxed out on Z merits. I see there's nothing that popped up on the left. The only thing that we could get from those is a auxiliary. So yeah. All right, so this should be a harvest challenge. This should be easy, especially with Remiel. And we do have crowd control with Promia, so we should be okay for the most part. Alright. There we go. We got a bloom. Got another bloom right there. Nice. And there we go. Alright. The only bad part, I guess, about I'm pretty sure a lot of people are complaining about this still. They still have not optimized Hollow Zero. It's just really weird. Alright, let's do a normal. There we go, let's do an ult. Hopefully we are able to target at least a lot of enemies here. We are wasting a bunch of time, so yeah, I don't think we're gonna be getting the I don't think we're getting a S rank clear on this. Alright, might as well just recoup our losses right there. Yep. Oh yeah, we got a B rank on this. We did not crowd control them well enough, but yeah. But I'm pretty sure some people still say that the Hollow Zero and especially say that Deadly Assault is laggy for some reason. So I guess ZZ kind of fixed most of the issues, just not issues in terms of Hollow Zero and DA. But I'm pretty sure because they're not fixing issues for Hollow Zero, I'm pretty sure they're just going forward into saying that they are just going to be investing more into the new mode. So yeah. Defense. Anomaly? No anomaly. I guess we'll take the support one. The second best Resonium that you should take for these Hollow Zero runs is usually support. Besides your main one, of course, for your main auxiliary agent. Besides that, the next best thing you should do is the support ones. Anyways, the next boss we're fighting is Pompeii. Alright. So far, this shouldn't be too big of an issue. Okay, never mind. As I said that, Valina gets hit and we almost died. Yeah. Never mind then. Me and my big mouth. Alright. Let's do an EX right there. We got the Vital View out, which is pretty good. And then we are going to be going into Valina again. We just need to switch right here. There we go. Now we go into Vivian. And now the thing that we have to worry about is getting hit. We don't want to get hit here. Anyways, let's do another EX right there. And then we should be able to be okay. As long as Pompeii doesn't do his invincibility attack. Alright, now we go swap into Remiel and then just do her loop. So let's try to do her loop. Alright, now we do our normals. Let's do a Vivian auxiliary support, and then we swap into Remiel. Alright, let's swap in. There we go. Now we go into Valina, and just pray that Pompeii does not kill us, okay? Okay, good. We swapped out of Valina just in time. I thought Pompeii was going to clip her, because, you are still vulnerable if you get hit, by the way. As I always say on these Hollow Zero videos, and as well as just Zenless Zone Zero in general, switching is never free. Don't switch unless you think it's very safe. Because if you switch and they get hit, you are mega screwed. So that is the reason why you only switch if you use an ult or if the enemy is staggered. If the enemy is staggered or you think that the enemy won't hit you because you do have invincibility frames, then you switch. If the enemy is about to attack you, it's better to just stay on your character and not switch. Because if you switch, it is a literal death sentence. You do not want to get hit. I am dead serious. Anyways, I guess that was pretty easy because we were just, I guess I was just talking the whole time. Let's see here. Okay, so we have the Windswept one where every time we get Windswept, we do get Vital View and as well as just AP and AM increase. For this, I'm pretty sure this just buffs the whole, this buffs the whole team. I guess we could go for Candescent Wind Crown. Let's just do that for the buffs. And let's see if our last refresh gives us anything. Alright, Anomaly, really good. Alrighty. So far, I think as long as we do get the last Anomaly Resoniums, specifically if we do get gear coins, we should be okay. We should at least get a level 3 Vivian. That should be fine against Scorched Horizon, I would say. Alright, let's see if we get more Resonium. No, we do not. Alright. So Promia was the only Agent Resonium that we just got in this run. Alright, let's see. Let's see what Ray has to say. I'm pretty sure she's gonna give us the same 3 Resonium. Yep, there it is. Gear coins, crit rate increase, and as well as damage decrease. And then, well, let's see, for Valina, we're just gonna take the all attribute res reduction. That is the best one for our anomaly teams. Alright, so far this looks pretty bad. You don't have a Bang Boost or. And price difference sucks because I don't think we're gonna be doing any battles anytime soon. So I think the best course of action is probably going to be the straight path. Well, it's either the straight path or the right path, but I'm pretty sure since this is ETH Activity 12 and we can't do enough damage on harvest nodes, I think the best choice is literally just to do a flawless with the healing station. That should be the best route for us. And then we have a combat Resonium at the end. Anyways, we got the healing station, so let's see what we get right here. Let's see what Resonium we get. Actually, let's not do the Resonium, let's get the HP. Because we are basically kind of dying because of Valina. We did get clipped from Pompeii with Valina. So it's best that we keep our team at least healthy. Alright. Enemies right here aren't bad, I guess. So we should not be worrying too much. Unless Valina, of course, gets clipped again. Okay, yeah, Valina got clipped. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean by, some attacks aren't really safe to throw out. Same thing with switching. Switching is not really free. Alright. Let's do another Bloom. And then another Bloom. And we should be good. Alright, we took down shields, which is pretty good. We just switched into Vivian. And then we should be able to dispatch all of these enemies. Alright, go back into Promia. Let's see how much damage we're able to do with Blooms. That is a 1 million. Yep, casual 1 million of Blooms. Yep, typical Promia numbers, I would say. And that should be it. That's the first enemy done. And we get another Bloom, and there we go. Yep. Promia is really easy to play, honestly. All you just have to do is just get a bunch of stacks. Anyways, let's go for general. Let's just do that. Nice, alright. And then we should go to encounter node. Yeah, I don't think we completed the general Resonium in 8 areas because we didn't get any good ones, honestly. But I think we should be fine for the most part because we did clear those 2 floors pretty easily. 3rd floor shouldn't be too big of an issue. Anyways, another Stars of Lyra, so let's just take that. Yep, free gear coins. I will take it. And then we have a combat Resonium after this. Alright, let's hope this one isn't that bad, and we should be able to be at least good enough for the boss node, which is Scorched Horizon. Anyways, we're gonna be swapping to Remiel. Get rid of her assist ult. Alright, let's do the normal attack. And then we should do ult. Just to get it out of the way. And then let's use an EX. There we go. Nice. Alright. Let's do an ult. The enemy was about to attack there, so I had to panic. Because I do not want him to clip Promia. Promia is our main DPS. We do not want him to be clipped. Anyways, let's do an EX. There we go. Nice. Let's go to Valina. Okay, Valina gets hit. Actually, no, Valina didn't get hit. Actually, we could just back away. I thought we got hit, but it was the miasma contamination. Alright. Let's do this. Let's go into Vivian. And then I'm pretty sure we should be good for the last part. Alrighty. So we'll go back into Remiel and then just repeat the process. Alright. Let's go to hold normal. Let's get a bunch of Luminize damage. That was almost 1 million on Luminize. Alright. Let's go into EX right here. We do have a bunch of energy to spend, so we can just use an EX every now and then. Anyways, that's one enemy down. There's one more to go. So let's hope this is good enough. Alright, good. Alright. We're gonna be staying on Valina. Because we need to throw the Vortex out immediately. So I think we should be good. Anyways, we're gonna be going for Vital View, last longer. That should be good for us in the long run. And then, well, let's see if this is good enough for the final boss, which is Scorched Horizon. The reason why I'm running Scorched Horizon is because Scorched Horizon is weak against anomaly agents, more specifically wind. So in order to get the best chance of clearing this Hollow Zero with Ether Activity 12. The best course of boss that we should do is Scorch Horizon. Anyways, got 7,300 gear coins, so we should be able to max out on I'm pretty sure we should be able to max out. Anyways, we're gonna be buying this support one because it's just in the shop anyway. Might as well just take it. There we go. We got a level 5. We'll take the decibel generation rate, and then we should be able to get the rest of the Resonium. All right. So we got a AM increase, pretty good, and we need the last or we need to get the last anomaly one, and we should be good. I guess I could buy this. Why not? We do have enough gear coins for the others. 1,000, huh? Okay, we're gonna be skipping this because we need to guarantee ourselves the level 6 the 6 Resonium for anomaly, and we have to guarantee ourselves a Vivian. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that was a right call. That was the right call. All right, we got a level 4 Vivian. That's pretty good. And then I guess we could take the let's just take the max HP. It's either the max HP or the gain shield. I guess we'll take the gain shield as well. That way we don't die as easily. Alright. Let's go to Scorched Horizon. And let's close out the Hollow Zero run. So far, so good. In terms of just Hollow Zero runs. Alright. So we're gonna be, of course, just throwing the Vortex out there. Okay. Okay, we got the dodge. Pretty good. Okay, and we, of course, we get clipped. Alright, yep, we have to restart. The important thing about Scorched Horizon is that you need to land every single parry. If you don't, then that basically is just your, I'm pretty sure that's your whole run goodbye. So yeah, because you need to impair him twice, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. I am going to be restarting here. That was kind of scuffed, but it is at the beginning of the fight, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue just to restart this whole fight. Alright, instead of using a Valina, I think we should just use Remiel and just set up with Remiel first. That should be a better thing to do. Alright, yeah, let's just set up with Remiel first. Might as well. Yeah, let's set up with Remiel. There we go. Nice. And then we have to dodge this. Alright, so now we time this. So there's the first. There's the second, and the third comes up right here. And there we go. We got a first shutdown. Now we need to get the impair. Alright, so the impair's coming up right here, so we have to basically parry 3 times. So that's the first one, that's the second one, and the third one comes up right here. And there we go. Alright, so now it's literally just, now we just unload everything onto Scorched Horizon. And we should be good to go for the most part. As long as everything goes well, obviously. Alright, so we swap out to Remiel. And then we're gonna be doing her switch in. Then we do a normal. Do an ult. And we go into Vivian, and then we swap out. Just to maximize on our buffs. There we go. And then we swap in to Promia. Promia goes into ult, and then we just unload all of our Bloom damage. Alright, so there's 1. There's 2. Yep, we're just gonna be doing this over and over again. Nice. Alright. So far, it's not safe to switch, and now we can switch into Valina. There we go. Alright, so now we swap into Remiel and just do the same thing since Vivian's thing is off cooldown. There we go. We do normal. And then we do the Vivian auxiliary assist. So far the run is going well. We have 2 minutes left, and we are basically at half health Scorched Horizon. And then we go back into Valina and just do another Vortex. There we go. Use an ult. And we go back into Promia. And then Promia's ult should be ready, so we should be able to unload all of our damage. There we go. Yep. And we are able to stagger Scorched Horizon more. Alrighty. That's 400k, or is that 3 million a bloom? No, I think that's 400k a bloom. Alright. Okay, we got the EX right there. And then let's swap into Remiel and just repeat the process. Alright, as long as we keep this loop up, we should be good to go for Scorch Horizon. So yeah, as long as we get the damage loop in. Because we are not getting hit, we're staggering Scorch Horizon a lot. And our damage output is good so far. Especially since we do have the 6 Anomaly Resonium on our side. Alright, so we're gonna be using Valina. There we go. Now we have to wait until Promia gets her ult. We got her ult, so now we just go in. We got the big damage output, pretty good. And then just do a bunch of bloom damage. And then we just use EX right here. Just to be safe. There we go. We go into Vivian. For Promia. We have to do this just in case we could get a bunch of damage off of Scorch Horizon. So we're just gonna be doing that. Alright. That was a bunch of damage. Okay. 800k on a Bloom. That's pretty good. Okay. I guess we're gonna be switching into Remiel. The boss is stunned, so might as well just get all of the chains out of the way. Alright. Get a Valina chain. And then we go into Remiel chain. Let's do a normal attack. This should give us our ult. Okay, never mind. Not yet. Oh, this should give us our ult. There we go. Alright, 30 seconds left. I think we should be good. We should be good. I think we should be fine. As long as we unleash all of our ults here. And just unload every single amount of damage that we possibly have. We should be good on Scorch Horizon. So we swap in. We go into Vivian just to get the maximum amount of buffs. And then we use ult right here just to swap in. Because we don't need to do chains. We just have to do big damage. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that was kind of close to the wire. But there we go. We got the Ether Activity 12 clear, as you see there. That was a pretty good Lost Void run, honestly. Yeah, there we go. S rank clear. We got a bunch of Z merits and as well as other stuff. But there we go. We got the Ether Activity 12 clear with Remiel. Well, that just basically proves that Remiel is just way too broken for Ether Activity 12. More specifically, the Promia, Valina, and Remiel. That team is just way too broken. So, yeah. Well, there we go. That is the Ether Activity 12 run. Oh, I guess just to double check to make sure. That kind of felt really easy. But yeah, that was Ether Activity 12, as you see there. Remiel is just way too broken. If you guys have not pulled for Remiel, just pull for her. So yeah, well, as you see there, Ether Activity 12 done on, well, this Operation Matrix Harmony above all. So yeah, I guess my only tip here is that just don't do a lot of battles and you should be a-okay for the most part because, well, as long as you follow the periodic, Hollow Zero buff, you should be fine for the most part. So yeah, as you see there, well, Harmony above all is beating Ether Activity 12. So yeah, well, anyways, that is basically it for this Hollow Zero run, as you see there. Pretty simple overall, I would say. Not really that hard, especially since Remiel is just way too broken for this game. So yeah. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this Hollow Zero video and you want to see more videos like this in the future, and as well as if you want to see me play the new mode, there might be some hard content for that mode too. So if you guys want to see more Hollow Zero videos like this in the future, or just basic general weekly videos in the future, be sure to leave a like down the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does mean a lot if you do support the channel by doing these things, by liking the video and subscribing. It really does mean a lot. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. So again, if you guys want to support the channel, be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel down below. It is greatly appreciated if you do so. Thank you guys so much if you do support the channel. As for the comment section down below, well, what do you think? Do you think Remiel is broken or you think she's not? Have you beaten Ether Activity 12? Let me know what your experiences are in Ether Activity 12. And are you excited for the new weekly mode that's going to come out in Zenless Zone 0? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you guys for watching this Remiel Hollow Zero video, or this Ether Activity 12 Hollow Zero video. And I'll see you guys next time in the next Zenless Zone Zero video.